This review contains spoilers.
And that is a solid spoiler warning.
Sup dudes and ladies? To wrap this up, at least for now, I'm gonna talk about the long-awaited fourth film, Jurassic World. It took 14 years for this movie to see the light of day. The bar was high on this one. It gave the franchise another opportunity, which is good. Many expected things like cameos, new dinosaurs, nostalgic moments, more terror, the list goes on and on. But even with that expectation and with this box office success, there were some retractors, mainly when Universal unveiled the new Betty. To clarify this, Colin said this wasn't the intention. It's after all the idea that the people want more all the time without taking a moment to see the wonders of what they already have in front of them. But the internet today it's so hard to keep something behind the curtain. It is a monster movie after all, more than a dinosaur flick. Just so you know, a dude once said that Jurassic Park was one great monster movie. All of them, they behave similar to animals today, but the Indominus Rex not. Well, that's because she's a
highly intelligent animal.
a monstrosity made by man and his own ambition. The take on this one was that the park is now open. Are they stupid? Jurassic Park rebranded his name and is been active for 10 years now. And for some weird reason, people are getting fed with dinosaurs. So they create a new and more smart dinosaur based on other dinosaurs' DNA and of course other animals. So it's a dinosaur, but it isn't. I don't mind that. Some were uncomfortable about this idea of a genetically modified dinosaur. Others, how the special and practical effects came to be. Some complained that the characters didn't have any depth and that it has many missed opportunities. And I do agree on most of them. It feels like they didn't know how to get it right. Perhaps that's one of the many reasons they asked for help from the fans to contribute to this film. They put a lot of fan service on this one, as well as other ideas. For me, it fell lower than PG-13. I was hoping to see more gruesome deaths, more blood, I don't know, something like other carnivores that were on the official page to make an appearance and eat the tourist. More suspense, more surprising deaths. It feels like it lacks of true human emotions. All are one-dimensional characters, except for Claire. She is the only one that truly changed at the end of the movie. The others just kind of stay the same. They just scared for what happened. I don't care if this is the first one in the trilogy. I really hope that the next ones have more of what the first one offered. Heart. It also has cheesy lines and far-fetched scenes, like this. A kiss in the middle of chaos, sure thing.
Your boyfriend's a badass.
He's not his boyfriend, and you don't get to say anything, you emotionless.
That thing's part raptor.
Come on, control them just like that? She just met them.
Never mind. He's likely caught up in the evacuation.
Right.
You sure there's nobody else who can fly a helicopter?
We don't need anyone else.
Holy f***! Oh my god!
Does the pilot has diarrhea or something? Your pack is being attacked and you're not a military man. For me, the special effects aren't that bad, but sometimes you can see the wizard behind the curtain in some scenes. This is the first Jurassic film that almost all dinosaurs are 99% CGI. It has some great achievements. One is the music. It's not John Williams or Don Davis this time, but a young lad whose music career was forged in the roots of Jurassic Park games. Michael Giacchino. It's really quite something to hear. The way the movie is edited, it's nice, and with good pacing that I didn't want it to end. The Raptors' quote-unquote training is something that I have mixed opinions, even though they address that in the comics, but I don't know, well maybe it's okay I think. Time will tell. The sound effects are in some scenes very good and in others, I don't know, like very low. Like when the T-Rex gets out, doesn't sound grand or loud, not even her final roar. The proof is that many fans have superimposed the original sounds with the higher tone, but the main dinosaur is the one I was really afraid that went wrong. But it's actually one of the good things about it. It's a reflection of man's ambition to control everything around him. And it's very cool. I mean, it can camouflage! And when it comes to his sibling,
Say?
Where's the sibling?
She ate it.
for what it is, it's very nice. Now, it's hard to imagine the Indominus Rex in another way or form. It's their search for greatness, Frankenstein. So are the other three films. Come on, what do you expect? One new take is that the dinosaurs could be used in warfare, something that, for me at least, doesn't feel far-fetched. I mean, humans has been using animals for warfare for a very long time, so this idea of dinosaurs being used for that purpose, I think is not a bad idea at all. Throughout the entire saga, we've seen the same thing over and over, and the idea that the next film will not be on some island, I really think is going to be a nice take. And if they go to dinosaur war, I hope they do that with delicacy, because they can ruin the franchise legacy. So, in AJ Bayona I trust. I really feel he's going to do a great job. When the first poster was announced, the raptor on top of the old tourist car and with some eggs under the wheel, I really thought they would address what has been of the old park. Not only a ruin that two kids, one that never show many emotions, walk around just to give the audience a nostalgic feeling. Perhaps that will be addressed in the next film. Indeed, there are memorable scenes. The introduction and release of the Raptor Squad, the T-Rex vs Indominus fight, the Pteranodon's breakout, the reclaiming of Her Majesty's throne over the island, and last but not least, the Mosasaurus double kill. I really wanted that the T-Rex was the one that killed Indominus instead of the water dino. 3 is a crowd, but it's not that bad at all. It's just wishful thinking. One moment above all that I didn't feel as epic as I thought it would be is when the big reveal happens, the big wow of the movie. It's not the Mosasaurus or other animals, it's the park. I know that many want to see a full functional park, but that's not what we go to see this film. We don't want to see a park. Of course we know that the park is fully functional, but what we really want to see is the behavior of dinosaurs now, not just the gyrosphere, even though it's cool. But anyway, it's true that that moment was a dream come true for many, but to use such an emblematic song on that scene felt out of place. I also agree with the weird look on some digital dinosaurs. In some parts, they look very artificial. I still don't understand, besides saving some bucks, why Colin didn't use the equal amount of animatronics and special effects. I know that he fought on that idea, like the Apatosaurus scene, which is one of my favorite scenes, and in the Pteranodon's attack, one of them, that almost slain Grey, is obviously an animatronic, but still. As a whole, the movie is a fun ride. It's good, it's really entertaining, it doesn't spit on the franchise, it gives fan service, and it's worth watching again. I tried to not to compare it with the original, but it's really hard not to. I hope the next one gets to the level of the first or the second one. I'll give Jurassic World a high 5.
That is so awesome! A high 5 doesn't even cut it. High 6! Assistant.
She didn't see us high 6, did she?
No. Good, that was pretty lame.
No, perhaps an epic handshake.
You son of a bitch!
An 8.5 out of 10.
Don't give me that shit.
That's it for now, dude. Until the next Jurassic film. In the meantime, and as always, stay cool, dude.